Hello, hello, I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today, we're looking at the legendary Heatran, because Sinnoh has too many damn legendaries. Now, it is my pleasure to yet again read you some of the genius written by this thing. So, for starters, jokes aside, Firewall's actually not terrible. Like, that's a play on words, it's a fire type, and it can be defensive. What's another defensive fire type? My mind firstly goes to Turtonator, and then the second thing I think about is like, well, what about a digital Pokemon like Porygon? But all things considered, I mean, it's totally fine. The rest of this, however, maybe not the rest. Laval is garbage. That was the garbage. That's pure garbage. We've seen his garbage before. He's still showing it off. He's like, man, don't you think my collection of dog feces is great? People are asking him politely to please leave the premises, but he doesn't take the hint. Then he says, Volcan, here's my collection of cat pee. Are you guys interested yet? No, please leave. We're going to call the cops. Blacksmith, I mean, it's not bad, but it's also, I don't know. I understand the logic behind it, so that's fine. And compared to the other two that I just made fun of, it's not so bad, but it's also not appealing to me. God damn it, I hate that. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? Of all the Iron Man jokes, this one sells it the best. He's found on Stark Mountain. Fuck you. I hate you so much. That makes sense. Like, I was gonna go into the idea of like, well, legendaries are genderless, and like, that was a piss poor way of trying to tear it apart anyway, but no, you got me. There you go. Iron Man fits. Let's talk about crockpots for a minute. There's a lot of jokes between fire and steel so far, and crockpot's one of them. Foundry, which was also on Pokemon.net. P.S. so was Blacksmith. And yes, fire and steel jokes. Do I like crockpot better than Blacksmith? Yes, because it's stupid. Of all the three, I think Foundry is probably the one I like the most, but they all fall the same vein, and I mean, I wouldn't use them. But Crockpot's just fucking out there, my dude. Alright, so far this thread has a few things that, I mean, they're worth talking about, but not worth dwelling on too much. For starters, Steely Dan. Do I support it as a nickname? Yeah, it's fine. Band names are fine. The joke is there. Do you get it? It's a steel type. Next up, Magma Radar. That's fine. Warcraft, not my dig. It's worth acknowledging all the same. I went ahead and looked it up just to see what it looked like. It's that thing apparently. So, there you go. Hothead, we've seen that multiple times in the past before. Generic fire type nickname. I think the best choices are going to be the ones with literal fire on their head, or made of fire, like Slugma or something like that, or Magmar, I guess, maybe. But all the same, it's a good idea. Bonfire I had written down as a generic fire type nickname. I don't know if we've ever seen it in the past before, but it was one of those where I was like, yeah, you know, keep it in mind. But like, I don't know. As sometimes you see a name and you're like, oh, that's cool, and then you sit and you think about it, and then you change your mind. And that's kind of how I feel about Bonfire. I did want to highlight Celosia. I don't think we've seen Shadow of the Colossus too much, but I am fine with the idea of Shadow Colossus based nicknames. I don't remember a lot. I just watched a little bit just to like familiarize myself with it, and I'm like, man, I don't remember this boss fight at all. It's been ages. And I just also want to show you real quick what happens if you Google Celosia. That threw me off, though I don't think it's the best joke. Bernie Sanders is at least a joke. Alright, we've reached the bottom. I've done the clickies, I've looked at the websites, and I didn't find too much. Spreadsheet. Beef stew is a bit out there, kind of like crockpot. And Hephaestus, I saw this like 12,000 times. I don't care if you think it fits Heatran best of all. It doesn't matter. I've seen it 12 billion times in my life just doing this stupid show. I'm tired of seeing it. I don't care for the mythology bullshit. It's played out. You know how many fucking Pokemon are named Hephaestus in the world? Too many. Out of all of them, though, I think Tony Stark, Iron Man, that was the one that I thought was the best. purely for that coincidence and that alone. I checked. Apparently, Heatran actually does have genders. I'm used to legendaries not, so I just assumed it's lack of gender. But no, it can be a boy or a girl. That's that though. I don't nickname legendaries. I don't have a personal choice for this. So whatever you've got, feel free to contribute, help out other people that do nickname their legendaries by pirating your ideas down below, giving a thumbs up to the ones that you think are good, and punching your younger brother in the face for texting you while you're busy recording.